Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's edition of Facebook Live at Night, my weekend edition. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Saturday, and I hope you folks are enjoying your weekend so far. Because I don't have much time with you guys tonight, I'm gonna go straight into it. Now here's how I'm gonna begin. Here's how I'm gonna start things off with for tonight. My National Day calendar segment. Today was National Adoption Day. And also today was National Cranberry Relish Day. National Adoption Day. It always takes place each year on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. National Adoption Day raises awareness of the mourning 100,000 children in foster care. Each year on the Saturday before Thanksgiving, the day focuses on children waiting for permanent loving families. Not only does the day aim to find homes, but National Adoption Day also helps the dreams of many children and families come true. In 2015, many courts and communities came together to finalize nearly 4,000 adoptions of children from foster care. Annually, organizations host more than 300 events during this observance. They celebrate dreams that become a reality. In total, there are more than more than 58,500 children. In total, more than 58,500 children have been adopted from foster care on this day. There are many reasons families and individuals choose adoptions. Sometimes they are unable to conceive. Others choose adoption simply to give a child who doesn't have one a loving home. Many begin as foster parents. When placing a child for adoption, the decision is often difficult. This emotional journey requires patience, guidance, and support. The support comes from the surrounding community, adoption organizations, social workers, child advocates, families, and friends. Placing the needs of the child first, National Adoption Day celebrates the successful collaboration that brings families together all across the nation. Here's how to observe. Support those on their journey of adoption. Educate yourself about adoption. If you're considering adoption, reach out to the several organizations that guide and support families through the process. Learn about the types of adoptions. Help a family come together. So celebrate with the family you know. Use hashtag National Adoption Day to post on social media. Now here's the history behind National Adoption Day. A coalition of national partners including the Alliance for Children's Rights, Children's Action Network, Freddie Mac Foundation, and Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption started National Adoption Day in 2000. In November of 2000, the sponsors worked with law firms, state foster care agencies, child advocates, and courts to complete hundreds of foster care adoptions in 9 jurisdictions nationwide. In 2001, 17 jurisdictions participated. In 2002, Casey Family Services and the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute joined the National Adoption Day Coalition, helping 34 cities across the country finalize 1,350 adoptions and celebrate adoption. In 2003, courts and community organizations in more than 120 jurisdictions across the nation finalized the adoptions of 3,100 children. In 2004, more than 3,400 children were adopted from foster care, and 200 events in 37 states after courts and community organizations finalized the adoptions. In 2011, more than 300 court and community events were held during the national observance. So, please keep in mind that National Adoption Day takes place each year on the last Saturday before Thanksgiving. Next is my famous birthday segment. Today, movie actress Scarlett Johansson turns 41. Movie actor Jamie Campbell Bower turns 37. Movie actress Jamie Lee Curtis turns 67. Movie actor Mark Ruffalo turns 58. Movie actress Catherine McNamara turns 30. TV actor Michael D. Cohen turns 50. Pop singer Molly Rainford turns 20. Pop singer Molly Rainford turns 25. Rock singer Billy Vallow turns 49. TV actor Richard Kind turns 69. Drummer Emerson Barrett turns 29. Movie actress Madison Davenport turns 29. And also movie actress Julia Rayroll turns 30. Those are our following famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this Saturday, November 22nd. And it looks like we still have a decent chance of storms and heavy rainfall on the way as we go into your Monday to start the new week, to start the Thanksgiving week. Probability of excessive heavy rainfall. At least 15% chance for flash flooding Sunday and probability of excessive heavy rainfall. At least 15% chance for flash flooding Sunday and Monday. There's a slight risk of excessive heavy rainfall and urban flooding starting across a portion of our four-state area late Sunday and continuing southeastward across Arkansas through Monday and Monday night. Of course, our portion now, the risk has increased since I was showing you guys this in last night's video. So there's a slight risk of flooding across portions of south and central Oklahoma and portions of north and central Texas, and also the level, that's a slight risk, but the marginal risk category, that's a marginal risk category, will take place in most portions of east and northeast Texas, eastern Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, and a portion of northwest Louisiana, especially north of the Boulder Shreveport area. So the impacts Sunday's impacts will be felt across southeast Oklahoma and portions of northeast Texas. And of course, the time this is likely going to affect late evening during overnight hours. On Monday, the threat expands southeast, moving over much of the four-state area. And Monday night, it will occur from daybreak to the overnight hours. So, what you see here to the right is that all of us will be in at least a slight risk for flooding. So heavy rainfall is definitely likely. And this will cover southeast Oklahoma, east and northeast Texas, most portions of Arkansas, north and northwest Louisiana. Elsewhere is that category 1 risk of flooding. Here's another threat we do have the threat of severe weather. This is one of the main things, and we do have a threat of severe weather on Monday. It looks like things could turn out to be rather very active. Our first significant severe weather event we've had in months. This is a threat of severe weather. This will likely take place on Monday. This is level 2 out of 5. Severe weather will be possible in the area on Monday. Damaging winds, large hail, and locally heavy rainfall will be the primary threats. However, a tornado too will also be possible. We cannot rule out the possibility of a tornado. This is likely going to be in advance of a cold front that's going to come through. Given the extremely warm temperatures we have been dealing with as of late. This will likely occur late afternoon to overnight. And the highest risk will be felt across in the corridor from Tyler, Texas to El Dorado, Arkansas. Here are the potential hazards. Damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or greater. Large hail of quarter size or larger, and a brief tornado or two cannot be ruled out. So, as of right now, that puts us in the slight risk category as a category 2. Line from Tyler, Texas to El Dorado, Arkansas. Again, these will be mostly impacting east and northeast Texas, northwest Louisiana, and much of southern Arkansas. The category 1 would be felt across northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, portions of western Arkansas, and again in portions of northeast and mainly in central and northeast Louisiana. So get yourselves prepared. What could be a very active, bumpy, and busy Monday. So cooler temperatures in the short term. Lows tonight will range. These numbers are still above normal. So these numbers are still above normal for this time of year. We should at least be in the mid-40s. Lows mostly will be in the mid to upper 40s. That's kind of like where we should be this time of year for a low temperature. And tomorrow, going to your Sunday, expect partly cloudy skies and slightly cooler. And of course, temperatures will still be a few degrees above normal. But tomorrow shouldn't be anywhere near as warm as we were today. The region will be slightly cooler tonight under mostly clear skies. Some cloud cover will return tomorrow with conditions staying dry. Although I do have a rain chance increasing late in the day Sunday into Sunday night. That's tomorrow. Averages and records for this day, Saturday, November 22nd. Normal high is 66, normal low is 44. 83 is the record high set on this day back in 1900. 25 is the record low set on this day back in 1898. And of course, here on this Saturday night, we are under advisories, watches, or warnings. We're all quiet. Also, we're all quiet on the street. We're all quiet here on the Shreveport radar. We're not seeing any signs of precip showing up. But this map could be very active and busy within the next couple nights. And much of the southern U.S. is basically quiet, except the line, of course, towards Corpus Christi, Texas. So, anyway, it's just these few spotty showers. But this map here was very extremely busy this time last night. Of course, we've had ourselves a fairly decent and nice start to the weekend with mostly sunny, partly mostly cloudy skies at times. So skies generally were mostly sunny to partly cloudy throughout this day, and we managed to reach the high temperature of 77 degrees. That's still way above normal for this time of year. At least it's not record territory. At least it's not like any of temperatures in those 80s like we've been dealing with recently. Tonight with clear skies. So tonight, temperature outside here on this Saturday night is 61 degrees with clear skies. Humidity is 68%. Dew point is 50 degrees. We have a north wind at 9 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 30.18 inches and visibility is at 10 miles. So tonight with partly cloudy skies, we should bottom at 51 degrees. Even though that it's going to be cooler, even though that's going to be noticeably cooler compared to what it's been for over much of the past week with the extremely warm temperatures. Low temperature tonight, 51 degrees. It's still a few degrees. That's still several degrees above the normal low temperature. Low temperature tonight is expect a low temperature tonight of 51 degrees with partly cloudy skies. We have a north-northwest wind at 6 miles per hour, no rains expected. Now tomorrow, as we go into your Sunday to close out the weekend, expect partly to mostly cloudy skies with a high temperature of 71 degrees. Today we hit 77. So we should be 60. It should be 6 degrees cooler, still above the normal high of 66. So we'll still be above normal tomorrow for your Sunday. But eventually some cooler temperatures are on the way. That will be, and ahead of that, prior to that, we'll have a rather significant weather event I'm going to talk to you guys about. High temperature tomorrow, 71 degrees, have an east-northeast wind at 6 miles per hour. And we're not expecting rain during the day, but things could change as we go towards the latter part of the day and perhaps into the day on Monday. So expect the round of storms to arrive around. So much of the day should be relatively dry without an issue. Here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So partly cloudy skies will be partly cloudy tonight. With the skies should become partly cloudy overnight. With the low temperature start of the day tomorrow. So heading out to church services, you probably want to maybe grab a jacket or a light sweater. Low temperature tonight, 51. Tomorrow, expect high temperature to be still above normal, but so I'm expecting tomorrow to be we have a milder finish to the weekend, but slightly cooler, but still remain above normal regardless. Expect partly mostly cloudy skies during the day tomorrow with a high temperature of 71 degrees. We have an east-northeast wind at 6 miles per hour, chance rain 30%. Now as we head into the upcoming week, the week of Thanksgiving, as we head into the upcoming Thanksgiving week, expect cloudy skies with a few showers and thunderstorms. Storms are likely to become severe. So we could be dealing with quite a bit of rain as we go into your Monday. The temperatures again remain on the warm side because we have that warm, juicy atmosphere from the Gulf, high pressure region over the Gulf. That's what's been keeping us so warm. And it looks like that our main weather event is likely going to arrive on Monday. With the high of 76, low of 61, winds will be from the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour, chance rain 90%. Tuesday, expect a couple showers and thunderstorms in the morning. Otherwise, clouds should give way to sunshine by the afternoon for your Tuesday. With the high of 75, low of 51, winds will be from the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour, chance rain 40%. Wednesday, of course, conditions are looking absolutely great with seasonally cool temperatures, with seasonal temperatures for your Wednesday, especially for the conditions are looking great as of right now for Thanksgiving holiday travel. With the high of 64, low of 39, winds will be from the north-northeast at 9 miles per hour, chance rain 10%. Thursday, of course, which is Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving is 5 days from now. So looks like it should be a great day to spend time with family and friends. Digging down to that big meal. High of 63, low of 41, winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour, and no rains expected. Now, of course, for your Black Friday, things looking pretty decent. For your Black Friday, conditions are likely going to remain dry as of right now for your Black Friday. To get those start to the holiday start to those holiday deals. With the high of 65, expect partly most of sunny. Expect partly most of sunny skies for your Friday. High of 65, low of 50. Winds will be from the east southeast at 6 miles per hour. No rain is expected. Looks like I have another rain chance of this that will come through as we go into next weekend, which of course would be Saturday the 29th of this month. With the high of 65, low of 50. The high of 65, low of 50. With periods of rain, especially for late next Saturday night. So looks like that we're about to start this upcoming week with extreme. Looks like we're about to start this upcoming week of Thanksgiving with extremely wet weather. So we could be looking at rain. Excuse me, rainfall. So we could be looking at rainfall totals anywhere between 1.5 inches to possibly up to 2 inches between now and the start of the next weekend. And it looks like the vast majority of this rain is likely going to take place on Monday. So again, high temperature 71 tomorrow, which is Sunday, 76 on Monday, 75 on Tuesday. We'll have warmer than average temperatures remaining at least through Tuesday. High 64 for Wednesday, 63 for Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, 65 for both Friday and Saturday. Rain chances 30% tomorrow, which is Sunday, 9% Monday, 40% Tuesday, 10% Wednesday. No rain expected for Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, 10% Friday, and 40% Saturday. We have another round of rain coming to start of next weekend. Weekend after Thanksgiving weekend. And of course, earlier tonight, the LSU Tigers defeated the Western Kentucky with the final score of 13-10. Of course, so other game. So now here's a recap of the college football triple header on ABC. Plus, the LSU game. Say 8th ranked Oklahoma defeats Missouri 17-6. And also, so Alabama earned another victory. Also, 20th ranked Tennessee wins over Florida 31-11. And also, 17th ranked Texas wins over Arkansas 52-37. And also, LSU wins over Western Kentucky, final score 13-10. Here are the following games that set to take place tomorrow at noon. The Jets and the Ravens, the Colts and the Chiefs, Seahawks and Titans, Vikings and Packers, Giants and Lions, Patriots and Bengals, Steelers and Bears, Jaguars and tomorrow afternoon at 3:05. Jacksonville Jaguars and Arizona Cardinals, Cleveland Browns and Las Vegas Raiders at 3:25. Atlanta Falcons and New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys. Tomorrow night at 7:20 on NBC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Los Angeles Rams. And Monday night at 7:15 p.m. on ESPN, Carolina Panthers and San Francisco 49ers. Well, that would be all that I have for you guys here on this Saturday night. Once again, my name is Felton Park. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.